it. Completely forgot how to, I guess. So here we go. Alright, so the Homer DLC already have a tractor, one of the new Homer tractors working on a field. Anyways, let's get right started off. So right here we have the Holmer tractor. It's a pretty nice tractor. As you can see, it attaches and detaches like that. It can pull anything behind it, anything a normal tractor can on that hitch right there. You can unfold it. I don't know what really, me and my friends don't really know what the wheels do yet, but we're trying to figure that out. You can hook that up. That pipe right there, my bad, I'm just like yelling to my mic. The pipe right there that goes out pretty far compared to some, but I like it. Here's the only problem with it is the lights are really bad. Like that's the bright right there. That's pretty bad. With this DLC they did add some new things. It's not on anything else. Anyways, you have your flexible steering there, which you see is using all four wheels. You have your you have your rig, rigid steering, which is just the front wheels. Then there's something that me and my friends have found really helpful. It's called the crab steering. We believe it's only for when you're on hills. Right now it's on crab steering left. So as you can see, we're moving farther and farther to the left, slowly. Then there's crab steering right, and then we move it right. So I found that pretty helpful, and then you can actually turn while you're in crab steering too. But we'll go back to flexible, which is my personal favorite because having maneuverability like this, you can't really beat that. The beacon lights are located in pretty well spots on this tractor. I really like this DLC, guys. It's worth every $9.99. It's worth $9.99 that you pay for it. It's $9.99 on PlayStation. Doesn't round up. It stays at $9.99. Then we have another attachment on this tractor, or yeah, on this tractor. I was about to say on this trailer, but I was. Anyways, on this tractor, we have the auger wagon, the other auger wagon that is 4 beets. That's what the Homer DLC was for. It was for beet harvesters. And this can actually move up and down pretty well to get into the lower wagons, and also to get into the higher wagons, also known as tippers. This DLC is pretty amazing. Why is this in rigid steering? There we go. But being able to turn like that, I just can't get over the turning in this. Having a tractor that can turn as well as this can, and especially with being so long, I mean, you can't really beat that. So I'm going over here to show you what's on the one that's working on the field right now. Did he get stuck? No, he didn't. Alright, good. So you can just back right on up to this, hook it up. This is a slurry tanker. Hook it up. There we go. And then just to prove to you that this can pull anything, I'll hook it up to this planter right here. See, so it can pull pretty much anything. It does the tractor, whatever a tractor can do. I also need to move that out of the way. That's also why I did that. So then I'm just gonna pull up here, back up. That must be backwards. Yes, it is. Pull up to it, and we'll hook up to it. So what is right here? You're seeing a slurry tanker. That's the yellow thing. I don't have any slurry, but it just looks weird without the slurry tanker on it, so I just leave it on there when I'm cultivating. Oh, okay. Well, when you hire a worker, there's slurry in it, so this is what it looks like when you don't hire a worker. When you do hire a worker, that's what it looks like, because there's already slurry in the tank. So, it's a cultivator. It doesn't plant. It's a cultivator, which originally when I saw pictures of this DLC, I thought that this right here, because I couldn't see the whole Zunhammer and stuff. I thought it was a planter that had the sower that had the thing on the back, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be useful because it's gonna be able to hold a lot of seed. Come to find out, that's not even close to what it is. It's a slurry tanker, and it hooks up to this, and that way you can fertilize your fields and like pump it full of slurry. I guess you could say. That sounds really weird. Pump it full of slurry. Um, anyways, while you see now, you can see that when you're cultivating, it's putting slurry in the ground, getting you ready for when you plant. That way, your plants can grow faster and better, and all that good stuff. Then when you unfold it, I mean, it just looks really nice. Now, here's the problem: if you unhook this, but don't unhook this, then you're just kind of like, why? Um, if you ever want to get rid of the slurry tanker, you have to unhook that first, then unhook this. Now here's the reason I always have the slurry tanker on there, is because what I'm about to show you just doesn't look right. Hello, welcome to the stream. This is gonna be uploaded too if you want to watch it later. Anyways, so what you see right here is this that tube. It auto puts it as if the slurry tanker should be there, but it's not. So it just looks really weird if you just drive around and cultivate like this, because the tube's supposed to be somewhere, but it actually doesn't lead to anything. So that's the reason that I just leave the slurry tanker on there, if it has slurry or not. But again, that tanker doesn't have slurry in it, but because I hired a worker, it does. Alright, let's go over to probably the biggest part of the DLC, the beet harvester. Alright, here we go. So also it came with a new header trailer for the beet harvester header, because the other beet harvester, I bought it to do a comparison with. I'll even reset it to the farm so we can see everything we want. Alright, here we go. Let's get back to the farm. I was gonna log later, so that's why it's all here. Alright, so we'll do a side-by-side comparison. I'll go grab the other one real quick, because I have two of them, so it won't be a big deal. Alright, so on this one, the pipe, I already have it out, so I was making the Twitch video thinking I was going to upload it, so I already did everything, and it's already unfolded and everything. So you can go up and down pretty long ways, as if you didn't have the auger wagon to get into the smaller trailers. First person, you can pretty much see anything you want to see ever, just not very well behind you. But it's like that in the tractor too. Actually, in the tractor you can't see anything behind you because the seat's right there. I'll show you in just a second. The lights on this are pretty good. Actually, they're really good. This also has the flexible steering. Whoopsies. The flexible steering and the rigged steering. So you saw on the flexible, the cab moved, and then on the it also has the crab steering. On this one, the crab steering is way more obvious than on the other one. Anyway, let me turn around. Let me get out of this. There we go. The crab steering on this is a lot more obvious. We figured it, my friends and I figured out, I don't know if I already said this or not, but we figured out it's probably used for hills, so that when you're on the side of a hill, let's not drown this, that'd be good. You don't fall off, like I just showed you there. Alright, so let's go do our side-by-side comparison that I was going to show you. I'm going to have to move the tractor out of the way so that I can get the header on this. So the header is able that you're able to take the header on and off of this one, whereas on the other one you could not. So, I mean, that's an up. Alright, here we go. They're about the same size. My friend just tried to get it on a trailer, but I'm not really. I'd rather just drive it across the map than try to get it on a trailer. There we go, unfold. Here's the problem. In first person, the wheels, like right there, you can't really see anything that's like down here. Like all you see is like this stuff, like just the front part. You don't really get to see any of that stuff, which I think is kind of a shame. They definitely put in a lot more detail on this, on the new one, than they did the other one. But again, the new one, this one's a DLC one, and of course, you pay for the features. Now, as far as this one's pipe goes, this is all it can do. That's it. Now, the new one, I already showed you, the pipe can do this, which is pretty nice and pretty exclusive. I mean, I don't think they're ever gonna make another one that comes out with that. I think what would make this one better. I actually bought a potato harvester to also do a side-by-side comparison. Is if they allowed us to use the potato harvester and the beet harvester like as the same thing. So, because I personally think that this potato harvester, if as long as if it allowed us to switch the headers, it could be used to do beets. And I know that's not, they're based off of real machines. And I know that Trectron or not Trectron, Gim, I think that's how you say it, Grim or whatever. I know that they probably don't have that, but I think as a game, it'd be a lot nicer instead of having to pay a total of, let me do some calculations here. $4.79 for that one, and I believe it's $4.79 for the potato. No, get out of the garage. For the potato harvester, see, I don't even have enough for it now. $4.79 and $4.79. Do math. That's like almost $1 million that you spent on two pieces of equipment. That could arguably be interchangeable. And yeah, you can get the smaller versions where, I mean, but I'm talking about if you want something like that, if you want to do potatoes and beets, it would run you, $958,000, in game money, which is hard to get. Um, I mean, I guess you could log, which would take a long time. It took me a while to be able to get the money to afford all this stuff. But, um, I don't know anything else I can do about it. But, I think, that if they were to add that to the game, it'd be a nice feature. Alright, here we go. I'll put the header on this one so you can see virtually the whole header. Because on the old one, see, the header was already there and it connected like underneath. Whereas the new one, it connects right in front, so you can see pretty much everything. See the pipe back there? So you can I would say you could probably run this thing in first person, especially with the flexible steering. Like I'm gonna be able to get this beet harvester in there. Like I was just able to maneuver around. I might even be able to maneuver through these. Nope, maybe not. Too tall. But anyways, the fact that I'm able to maneuver around like this, I think you could even do like a harder field. Okay, not a harder field, but like a smaller field, like field 6, really easy, and not have to take really wide turns to be able to turn around. Now, I know with the other ones you can do like complete 180s because the wheels turn like this, which is a cool feature. Here, let me fold this. I mean, and that's a cool feature, and you know, I mean that's easy too. But I mean, the other ones you just like for turning around corners and stuff. This thing wouldn't really be the easiest. Here, I'll show you. Whereas the other one, if you just took it a little bit wider, you'd be able to make it. Like, just drive through here and I'll try and make this turn. Yeah, right there. Try and make that turn. So I have to do a 2-point turn. While as in the new one, I haven't even tried this out yet. It may be less. Well, I guess we'll find out in just a second. Anyways, in first person, pretty nice. Let's put this down. I'll even unfold it. Unfolds a lot faster too, I've noticed. See, I can just take this turn as one. It also goes a lot faster. It goes 10 miles an hour faster. Look, not even a 2-point turn. Whereas the other one, you need to stop and readjust. But this one works really well. And I know that that's the potato harvester, but the beet harvester and the potato harvester in this game both turn the same. So I think that's just about it for this Holmer DLC. Let me leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more of this content, leave me a couple comments, knowing, because I really want to know if you guys want to see this, this actual DLC, like, in use. If you want me to actually do stuff with it. Um, yeah, that's all for the, that's all for this video.